Animal cloning is the process of creating a genetically identical copy of an existing animal. To achieve this, you need an egg without the nucleus, and a nucleus that contains most of the organism's DNA. Put them together, apply electricity to start the fusion process, and after some time you get a clone. Dolly the sheep was the first successful clone of an existing animal. They took the cell of a sheep when it was 6 years old and put it in an egg cell, yada yada. What can possibly go wrong? Like it only took them 277 attempts. A lot of things went wrong. And with those things that went wrong comes a lot of controversies. You see, you never know what hell they went through to start existing, and with more than 200 attempts of cloning, it's safe to say that at least one of them might be some pain, if not excruciating. So, of course, this arouses controversy. From here on, it is important to acknowledge the two different types of animal cloning, livestock and pets, each with different types of perspectives regarding controversy. For pets, if your dear dog dies, you'd really miss him, and probably want a dog that is like him, if not an exact replica. So some people go on with animal cloning to deal with their grief. Daniele Tarantella cloned her dog Trouble and named him Double Trouble. She says, but he does,
show me a lot of the same, characteristics that Trouble did. He does the same things that he did.
Like, what are some of the similarities?
Well, when I play with him, he bounces around a lot. He likes to lay on the floor and extends his legs out. He loves going underneath the bed, and then when you go near the bed, he tries to bite your feet, and that's exactly what Trouble did.
There are companies that clone deceased pets to kind of resurrect them. People want to resurrect them because, well, of course, losing your beloved one is quite an experience. However, resurrecting them is something different. There are many perspectives on whether one should resurrect their loved pets, because some may say it may degrade their childhood's pet's experience or impression, or that clones may look exactly the same, however, the personality is built on experience, not genetic. For livestock, there are even more ethical concerns regarding cloning animals, because, as said before, you never know what they're going through during birth. But then there's also a solid argument that goes like, if you clone a cow or other animal with better qualities, like providing more milk for lesser amounts of food, you can get more nutrients using lesser amounts of resources, which is a win for people who buy the milk and the people who make the milk. An interesting case to use animal cloning is to rescue endangered species. You can create more of them via animal cloning so they can eventually repopulate, effectively saving them from extinction. The main controversy around procreating animals, even if it may cause pain, is centered around the philosophy of what it means to be alive. If being alive starts when an egg is fertilized, then the failure of bringing it through their intended normal life cycle could be seen as a controlled type of torture, like handicapping them for life. And there's also this feeling that cloned animals don't feel natural since it's not created by nature and feels more like exploiting biology. This field of genetic engineering is not entirely developed, yet the main reasons are the aforementioned controversies. There may be public backlash on the scientific experiments regarding what appears to be creating and destroying life with a flick of a switch as if they were objects instead of sentient beings. Well, I suppose you can argue that farming meat and slavery are things that could be seen as more brutal than these controlled experiments that do advance innovation. But I dare rebuttal that slavery was a thing that did advance economy, so there's that. And them's the facts. How cloning works by replacing the nucleus of an egg. How there's pet cloning and livestock cloning. The good, the bad, and the controversies. The possibilities are endless, but we're also limited on this natural instinct that tells us it doesn't feel right to play around with creating and destroying life, despite whatever the Europeans did in the 1500s. Well, thanks for watching.